the archives and stuff. Like they've gotten to repackage it in their last album, if you count it
as a real Beatles record, even though all of the Beatles counted it as that. I understand.
Hey, what's important is do the accountants count it?
They count every penny of it, but I don't. If the Beatles album, the Beatles had least to do with, let it be.
I have to admit, like one of the shows that like John wants to omit because John doesn't like all the content that we do, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, come up to my standards.
There's a moment that I was cracking up when Tony starts going like, that's when the record company starts ripping everybody off. And it just cracks me up that Tony just goes back to that, like, so it doesn't matter who we're talking to, like, Blind Lemon. Oh, that's when he. That's when the record company ripped them off.
That's a reoccurring theme in these stories.
Oh my God. And I wet my pants every time.
Yeah. Well, it's one of my takeaways from all of these episodes and all of these stories we're hearing. Is eventually
the best is like listening to John backpedal the whole thing.
Trying to cover it, right? Yeah, trying to cover the tracks for the industry.
No, man. I tell you, why does it have to be? Oh, it's good stuff. Thank you, fellas.
That's why we're doing it. Yeah. Think how funny these are going to be when we're in our retirement home and we're going back in our rocking chair listening to these, and they're like, "You remember when?"
That was great. Picking up next week, by the way.
We'll see where next week takes us.
Where are we? Where do we? No. Where do we finish this one though?
Well, in the Beatles timeline, we finished at they've returned. Their first Liverpool gig where they're blown away. Right now they're now professionals in Liverpool. And
all right, let me tease this.
Okay.
Did they get the Cavern gigs like in this little interim and Brian Epstein starts sniffing around?
I happen to know Brian doesn't really come into the picture till October of 61, and we are late 60 right now. So there's another 10 months before Brian shows up. So it's Alan Williams still, I think. The man who gave away the Beatles.
And the guy, Sam Leach, who I brought up before, who's another local promoter who I think he actually had an axe to grind. And I didn't even know anything. Like,
wait, are we going to save this for next week?
Is this a tease now? Is this still a tease?
Yeah.
Omitted from the Beatles' history.
Chris, that's what we got
until more recently.
All right, next. All this and more. We got to save it for next week.
Bob Willer.
And I'll be just as surprised as anyone if next week comes and we're picking it up from here, because we could easily be on a whole nother topic, which is
who knows what box set's going to come out in the next week.
All I'm telling you is all during this time, going on in dark corners of the Beatle universe, Neil Aspinall is banging Pete Best's mother.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So I'm just gonna.
That's true. That's going on for a while. Is Neil Aspinall Pete's mom, and Pete's fine with it. Pete and Neil are buds. That's weird.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, we're leaving it there. Stopping the recording.
It was a different time. It was a different country. It was,
This is all good stuff. I don't want to lose any of it.
Eric Clapton's being raised by his aunt, thinking that it's being raised by his. He thinks his mother is his aunt.
And who knows what the fuck is going on with Pete Townsend, but clearly something was happening in his life.
I still can't figure it out after reading it. He's like sent away to like live with an aunt who like does not treat him well.